Hello, Richard from budgetguitarist.com. My left hand is healing up nicely, and I'm able to form chord shapes again. It's not 100% yet, but I'm sure it will be by next week. In the meantime, I've got a slightly different video today. People love controversial topics. The problem is that if you bring up a topic and then you express an opinion, half of the internet hates you. I don't really want to be polarizing on this channel. I don't want to deal with the, religious holy wars of anything having to do with tone. So in my place, I've selected two surrogates. We're going to be talking about tone pots today. This guy right here, which of course is basically a potentiometer and a resistor, capacitor, whatever the heck the thing is. And what a tone pot does is it cuts your treble frequencies. That's all it does. So you dial down the tone and it basically makes your guitar sound like this. So the debate really is like, is there a point to these things? Like, does anybody still use these pots? Should they? Et cetera, et cetera. Officially, I don't have an opinion, but I've selected two surrogates to express opinions in my place. Arguing against tone pots is our very own video editor, Officer Tony. Officer Tony knows about mixing audio and stuff, so he doesn't play guitar. He's coming at it from that perspective. And to argue for tone pots, we have got an old friend of the show, King Alnico II. If we can wake him up from his nap, he's going to express his opinions. So I've told each of these guys that they can make 5 points because we don't want this to go on forever. So it's going to be 5 points against tone pots and then 5 points in favor of tone pots. I don't have an opinion. If you want to get mad in the comments section, you have to choose the appropriate puppet to get mad at, okay? I'm glad that we got that out of the way. Let's get on with the show.
I have 5 reasons which I shall tell you. 1. They're primitive. A tone pot is the most primitive form of EQ there is. Yeah, it goes back to like the 50s and the first electric guitar. Nice. Despite all the EQ advances over the past 70 years, electric guitars still insist on using primitive 50s tech. The reason is simple. Guitar players don't like change. Nope. When Fender or Gibson try to innovate, there's a massive public outcry. Ah! And they end up doing another line of reissues. Fender innovates by changing paint color, and they have to be careful with that. Imagine if other fields had the same idea. There you go, kid. There's your computer. Ah, jeez. Reason 2. Eddie removed them. Eddie Van Halen knew tone, and he understood this. That's why he removed the tone pots from some of his guitars. Yeah. Reason number 3. There are better ways to EQ. With the parametric equalizer, you can cut and boost any frequency and custom EQ the exact sound you want. Yeah, tone knob cuts one way in one area of the spectrum. It can't boost. It can't change frequencies. It stinks. Reason 4. An onboard preamp is more powerful. Ricky's Schecter bass has a preamp, and it can boost or cut bass and treble separately. Yeah, it's not state-of-the-art, but it's far beyond what the old-timey tone pot can do. And finally, 5, it's not professional. No sound engineer would ever consider doing a recording or a live show with just a tone pot. They care about getting the best sound quality. Yeah, some guitar players are more concerned with mojo and magic tone wood than actually using modern tech to get the best sound. Stick a parametric EQ in your signal path instead of using 1950s technology. I will now turn the floor over to the king, who will talk about magic mojo or some other crap.
Thank you very much, Officer Knucklehead. I will give you 5 reasons why you're simply wrong. Oh yes,
Simply wrong. Officer Knucklehead is wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. 1. Tone pots don't really hurt anything. Almost no one at a gig or in a recording can hear the difference between a wide open tone pot and not having a tone pot in the circuit. Not that big a difference. The only 2 people who can hear the difference are me and Eric Johnson. There. Oh, is this a Zoom? Hello, Eric. Hello.
It's not a Zoom meeting, you old kook.
Oh, sorry. 2. They're very practical, oh yes. The number 1 EQ issue with guitars at live gigs is they can be too bright at times, especially those damn Telecasters. Whoop, look, there's a picture of one. The tone pots on the telly were the result of people listening and determining the best frequency to cut. Same as Les Paul and the other guitar. They figured this out years ago. 3, they don't require batteries. Most guitar players don't want an active preamp because they don't want to have to worry about a battery dying in a gig. You could have a preamp with a bass and treble boost, but do you want to be mixing your guitar while playing it? No. You want to play a hot guitar solo? Oh, yes. I'm getting all worked up. 4, an electric guitar is almost foolproof. Plenty of guitars over 50 years old still work just fine. Would anyone really want a crappy preamp in a vintage guitar? No, that would be folly. Oh yes, folly. And 5, they give your guitar a cool sound. Isn't that the point?
So there you go. That was 2 different perspectives on the humble tone pot. I said I wouldn't give you an opinion, and I kind of won't, but I will share this with you. I have from time to time been known to use the tone knob. If I think something is too bright, especially like in a gig situation, if I feel like my guitar's a little too bright, I will dial it down on the guitar because it's really handy. But I can also see all of Tony's points. I'm pretty sure that both of these guys missed some really good points, like for and against the humble tone knob. So if you think we missed anything, put it down in the comments section below so that other people in the future can view this video and then see your brilliant analysis that the channel totally forgot to mention. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video for whatever reason, please consider subscribing, and I will see you again next Friday at 5.